What is up, guys? Shumble Gaming with yet another Jedi Survivor video. This is going to be a video showing the locations of all 15 Force tier locations. There's one in Coruscant, one on Shattered Moon, 4 in Jedha, and the rest are in Koboh. You will need all of Cal and BD1's abilities, so I recommend doing this very late in the game or just do this after the main storyline's over. There's also 2 tiers on Koboh that require some things to do beforehand, so I'll save those 2 to the end. If you just go there, they won't be there. But the first one is on Coruscant. This is in the sub-region Rooftops, so you can fast travel to that meditation point. This is the path to it. I'll join in and out of dialogue as needed. For this one, the Force tier is basically where we start the game. You really have to go pretty much all the way back to where we kind of first started doing the tutorial and learning the abilities. There will be a door that you need to lift, and just lift it and it'll be right inside of it. Okay, so here it is on the map again. This is the first one still. It's in the Rooftops again. This is like the very beginning of the map, but there is a fast travel point that is not far. That was the path from that meditation point. For the next one, we'll do the one on the Shattered Moon. And this is going to be in the Automated Forge. It is not far from where the ship lands. We're going to just take the elevator down, follow along the path, do a little platforming, and then we'll jump up to it. And this will be the second one. This one is also a really good spot. If you still need if you're post-game and you still need a lot of the combat achievements, this is going to be the best Force tier to do that. If you still need like the 50 slow kills, this is also a really good one to do the Force slam 5 enemies at once. You're basically going to be fighting like 150 battle droids at once, so if you still need any of the combat achievements, you might want to try and get those while you're here. But again, just follow this path and you will get to the second Force tier on the Shattered Moon in the Automated Forge. Okay, moving on to Jedha. This one is on the Monastery walls. This is where you first came to Jedha. You can get this one when you first come here, but this is just the path back to it if you missed it the first time. So you can just fast travel to the Monastery walls meditation point, and this is the path to the Force tier from that fast travel point. Okay, moving on, we are going to get the one that is in Desert Ridge, still on the planet Jedha. Now, for this one, though, the closest fast travel point is actually going to be from the Anchorite base fast travel meditation point. So, and that is in Arid Flats. So this is from the Anchorite base meditation point. You're going to hop on one of these mounts, and it's not going to be very far from there. It's going to be straight ahead. You'll dash through a green wall, which you'll see here shortly. This is by far the worst Force tier, at least it was for me. This one is a lot of platforming. Took me a while to do this one. Let me know in the comments what you thought about this Force tier. I really struggled with it. It took me probably about a good 15-20 minutes to do. Was not fun. All right, the next one is going to be in Crypt of Uhrma. You may not have this fast travel point. The path that I'm taking to show you is from the Crypt of Uhrma fast travel point. You don't necessarily come this way on the main storyline, so you may or may not have this. But we're looking for this little green wall in the map. The other fast travel point, which I will show up, is right up here. This would be the Timeworn Bridge, also not far. So you just have to take the different path down to this. But basically, we are going to look for one of the caves where the wind is going blowing out of. And when we first came here, we weren't able to get into that cave because we didn't have the dash ability. So just follow the path. Again, this is from the Crypt of Uhrma meditation point. And when we get there, you will wall run and you will dash in, and then you will dash through a green wall and then find the next force tier. The next one is from the Timeworn Bridge. You may have did the other one from here as well, but this one is definitely easiest to get from the Timeworn Bridge. Just follow the path along. We are going to basically kind of work our way to the top of where this meditation point is. So we're going to follow this path up, run around the cliff, do a little platform, and eventually we will find the sixth force tier. All right, next one we're gonna get is going to be on top of the garden in the Cantina. We are on the rest are on the planet Koboh, so you can fast travel to Koboh. This one just go up to the garden if you don't already have this one, and then basically just follow, jump up to these vines, and it will be on top of this. I'm assuming grain silo, and you will find the next force tier. Again, this is just right on top of the garden that's on top of the Cantina. All right, next one is going to be from the meditation point that is in the Cantina. So fast travel to the Cantina, and then we are going to, instead of walking up into the Cantina, we're going to walk down into the Smugglers Den, and then follow this path. We're going to dash through a couple green walls to get to this one. But this one's not far from the Cantina's fast travel point. Okay, a nice easy one here. This one's very close to a meditation point, so fast travel to Swindlers Wash. This is not far from the Cantina and the Mantis. So this is from the fast travel point, Swindlers Wash. We're just going to go up this path and then jump down into the waterfall. Not the waterfall that's all the way in the back near the Biomall. This is going to be like halfway up. And so like the first waterfall, and then of course, classic video games, go through the waterfall and you'll find this next force tier. All right, another nice easy one. This time we're going to fast travel to Gorge Crash Light. This is going to be right next to the Gorge Crash Light. And we are basically going to ride the elevator, but then jump off the elevator, and you will find a lift or a door that you can slam and then walk to the door, and you will see it right away. There's a scuba fish right next to this fast travel point too, if you have not done the fish yet. But again, this one's nice and easy right next to the fast travel point. Just ride the elevator up and jump off of it. Okay, moving on, we are going to get the one in Boiling Bluff. This one requires a little bit of platforming, but it's not too far. We need to basically work our way up to the giant bird and then ride the giant bird to a new area of the map. So you'll see these balloons here. We just need to work our way up to those. And you actually need the mount to double jump up there. I forgot for a second. Alright, now that we have that balloon out there, just follow the 3 balloons to the top. And then when you get there, you will be right in front of the giant bird. And then you can tame the bird, and the bird will fly you to a new part of the map. And then the force tear will be just a little bit a ways in front of you. And then make sure you just go up to it and grab it and do the force tear. There's also some collectibles up here at the new part of the map that you just went to. There's also a lift that you can take to the bottom, which is a shortcut that you can now start using that lift to get up and down to this point. All right, next one is not far from the Devastated Settlement fast travel point. So fast travel to Devastated Settlement. And we are going to ride the bird. And we're going to kind of swing around and find this one. So we need to fly the bird into the geyser, I guess you would say. That will lift us up. And then as soon as we lift up, we will turn around right away. And we are working our way towards this little part of the map here. This is also a Jedi chamber, or no, the Jedi chamber actually might be right below, but this is where, there's also some collectibles up here, but this is where the next force tier is in Devastated Settlement. Okay, moving on, we are going to get the one in Marl Cavern. There is no fast travel point in Marl Cavern, so this is going to be from the Fogged Expanse meditation point. This is going to be the longest path to get to one. So I try to keep it as simple as possible. This is from the Fogged Expanse meditation point. We are going to work our way up to Marl Cavern. You will need all of the abilities to get to this one, so just keep that in mind, but you probably have them at this point. But yes, just follow the video and follow the path up. I'll show you where this one is on the map when we get to the top as well, because this one is a little bit confusing. Okay, so this one again is at the very top of the Marl Cavern. We took the path from the Fogged Expanse meditation point to get to this one. Okay, moving on, only a couple more to go. These are the ones that we need to do a couple things before the force tier will spawn. This one is going to be Hunter's Quarry. Now, This is from the Cantina. We need to find this house. I already went into this house, but we basically got to break into this guy's house. There's a few things you got to do. You got to cut down the wires. You got to lift the door. You got to dash through the green door. And then I think there's actually one more thing you need to do. When you get inside of this guy's house, he will be right behind the counter. You need to use the you got to confuse him to do your Jedi mind tricks. I don't know if it matters which dialogue choices you pick. I really don't think it does. But after that, you're going to go downstairs and some things will happen. You will learn a secret about this man. And again, some things will happen without trying to spoil it. But you have to come here and do this or else the Force Tear will not spawn. But once you do this, the Force Tear is not far, and it's actually in Hunter's Quarry, which is just basically right above the Cantina. So right outside the man's house, we can turn around. We can grapple up to these vines. We will then follow some balloon jumps to a wall run, and we will then find the next Force Tear. All right, last but not least, we're going to do Doma's shop. But again, we can't just get this one. We have to do a couple things beforehand. So fast travel to Fort Colleen. We need to kill the spawn of Ogda first. If you already have him, then you can just go to Doma's shop and get this Force Tear. But this is from the Fort Colleen fast travel point. Grapple up, and then we're going to jump across, dash, circle back, and then we will eventually work our way to this trap door. When you get here for the first time, just walk up to the the trapdoor, excuse me, and you will fall in and you will find spawn of Ogda. Just kill him, and then there's also a Force Echo down here. I don't know if you need to grab the Force Echo to get the other Force Echo to spawn. I do know that you need to kill spawn of Ogda though, so make sure you kill him, but while you're down here, grab the Force Echo to just make sure. There's also a couple other collectibles down here, including the pink poncho, which you can equip for an achievement if you've not already done that. But again, just grab this Force Echo just to be safe. I don't think you need it, but it is the exact, it's pretty much, it coincides with the Force Echo that we're about to get in Doma's shop, so not sure. I grabbed it. I'll just grab it to make sure as well. But then go back to the Cantina, the Doma's shop. Doma's shop is right across from the Cantina. And then when you walk in, the Force Tear won't be there. I already did it, but just walk up to the frog that's here, and there will be an echo here, and then that Force Tear will spawn. If this video was helpful, I'd appreciate a like, appreciate it, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a good day.